Hello, my name is Vex and I'm from darkhook.net. Today I'm going to show you how to reverse the CGS structure in Modern Warfare 3. What you'll need for this tutorial is Ollie Debugger and Reclass, and of course Modern Warfare 3. So first what we're going to do, we're going to attach the process from Ollie Debugger. We're going to attach it to iw5mp.exe. This game doesn't really like getting debugged. Most CODs just don't mind, to be honest, but this one seems to crash every time it's been debugged. So if you go into the COD module, so what I'll have to do is just restart the game once we've found the right addresses. So we're going to say it's white shader. We're going to scroll down until you can press Ctrl and L and it'll skip through, and then you'll see small dev font and white. These are all the things what are going to be initialized. So you've got fonts, shaders, you've got all sorts. So if you go to the start of the function, you're within CG init. If you had the Quick 3 SDK, you'll understand everything about it. Okay, so as you can see, I've already commented, but I'll go through it again. So this call here, the first call, what ends in DO, is going to be the memset call. So yet again, if you had the Quick 3 SDK, you'll understand. In CG init, the first 5 things it does is called memset. So you got memset, then you got CGS above it. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna grab this 91 CAO. We're gonna put it into Reclass, which is an excellent tool made by Drunken Cheetah. So credits to him. We're gonna try and detach, but I'm going to restart the game now, so let me just pause. Okay, we're back up. I just had to pause while I reset the game to save some time, as once the game's been debugged once, it seems to just crash all the time. So we're going to go into Reclass, we're going to select the Modern Warfare 3 process, we're going to load up the game. While it's loading, we're going to go new to create a new class. We're going to put the address in we got earlier for CGS. We can call it CGS.t. Okay, so now what we do, I'll only show you the things you really need. Of course you can reverse it a lot more if you need to, but here we go. So as you can see, 1280 and 768, they look a lot like my resolution. So yep, so this one here, you're gonna go modify, you're gonna go integer 32, then we can just call that screen X, as that's my size of my screen horizontally, and then vertical, just add another integer and just go screen Y. Okay, now we've got that done. As you can see, there's something here which is just going up in numbers. So what I like to call this is game frames, but in the SDK there'll be the correct name for it. It could be frame time or something. But okay, so there's game frames, so you can add another integer for that. And what this does, I use this. Say, I'll use it if I have a hook on like render scene or something. I'll just do like a little check if CGS game frames is bigger than 30, then I'll call all my rendering functions and start rendering all text in it. It's just a little check to make sure it's in game. Obviously you can do different ways. This here, as you'll see in number 1, is just a byte, and what it does is it tells you if you're in a local server or not. So if you're in a local server, it'll come up 1. If you're in a public server, it'll come up 0. Okay, as you can see, war here, look what game type we're in. We're in a team deathmatch, and that's what they've called it on this game, war. So we can just add a text. Say, I'll just keep it as 4 for now, but you can put it higher if you need. So game type. Okay, we can't see any more things going on here, so we can add a few more bytes. So let's add another 64, and here we go. Look what we see now, COD 4 host. I don't know if you can see it here, but that's my server name. It's the default server name, and they obviously haven't changed it from Call of Duty 4 for some reason. But yeah, there's another text, so text, and as I don't need anything until offset at 148, which is max clients, what I'll do is I'll just skip right to it, which is 64. Then I'll another 4. Okay, I didn't skip high enough, but it looks like there'll be another char later on, which will do it for us. So if we go right the way through, as you can see, there's still nothing. Still nothing. Here we go. See a bit more. As you can see now, look at this. There's the map name as well. So first, let's look at this. Team Deathmatch has 18 players maximum. So what we can do here is add another thing. Call it max clients. Max players, max clients is the same thing. And what you can do here with this one, inside our little rendering function, you've got the check to make sure we're actually in game and not in the menu. So game frames is bigger than 30. Then what we can have here is something like in our loop. Say we'll have a little loop. We can have for int I, which will be the client, what we're going to loop through each player. I smaller than CGS max clients, which means it'll make sure it's definitely going to be underneath the players. So that's the loop for the players. Then you'll just do I plus plus. Then inside here we'll be doing the draw player shit, which can be draw text, draw the names, can be anything. Okay, if you go down here to 150, you'll see maps MP C town, which is currently the map we're playing, as you can see. So what we can do, we'll just add another char, which is just text. We'll say we'll give it 64 again. There's no need to be any smaller, as I don't use anything else now. This is that's all I need for my CGS structure. I've got my screen X and Y, which I get the center screen in. So I can just have screen X divided by 2, and this will give us center screen, which is good if you want to do a crosshair or anything like that. So you can have it set up like that, or you can just have a global starting at 0 and just place it in. So you can have like float center screen equals that. Then what we can do here later on, we can optimize it a bit more, and we, instead of having to write screen X divided by 2 all the time, we can just write if center screen X, and then we'll do whatever we want in the center. So that is all we need currently for a completely working CGS structure. So now what you do, you'll generate, and then as you can see, here's our class now, which is very good. It works perfectly. And then what we'll do next to set it up, we'll need to take this address we got earlier, just a pointer, we'll just store it here for now. Then we'll write it out. So we're gonna extend this as you'll normally put in a header file, as it's a lot neater. So cgs.t, it's a pointer cgs. So now what we'll do in CPP files, we can set the pointer up correctly. So it's cgs t pointer cgs equals cgs underscore t, which is a structure. Then here we'll have the address we just picked up earlier on. Where did I put it? Here we go. So there you go. That's all. Stay tuned for a few more videos on different structures. Thanks.